I had one expectation, was to make marriage a party, and so I was ready to party hardy, and that was my expectation.
And my expectation was to change his expectations, and that did not work out well at all.
And so it took a little bit of a journey to discover what love was, and that was only through Jesus Christ, the Redeemer, that love showed up.
And here we are, 32 years later. Praise God.
Rox and I have a really unique thing. We share the same birthday.
Yes, we do.
But because of our birthdays on the same day, I never get a homemade birthday cake.
And before we were married, I was told by my husband now that we did not have to have a dog because I did not like dogs. And we're on our second dog right now. So there you go.
There we go. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
And what am I supposed to say?
I'll start.
Is there a question?
I'll start. I always thought that we would watch Little House on the Prairie on Monday nights. But
I thought more like 007. Anything that's got some action in it, you know? I mean, what's wrong with a little action?
a lot. Now we watch Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, that's right. You want to give me a kiss?
I'm not a coffee drinker, but one morning early in our marriage, I decided to be really sweet and make Steve's coffee for him. And being the creative person that I am, I thought that maybe I would add a little cinnamon in his coffee. And he said,
"Don't ever put anything in my coffee again." Now, I appreciate Christy's creativity and desire to serve, but not when it comes to making my coffee. Now I make my own. But after 36 years,
we still love each other.
When I married David, I thought he was perfect at everything, including tile. So about 2 weeks after we were married, we decided to tile together 700 square feet in our condo.
And my expectation was that if we were going to do this together, we would do it without arguing, without getting into each other's way. No, that wasn't the case. But many years later, 28 years later, we've done a lot of tiling.
In a lot of different houses, and we've done it well together.
So one expectation early in our marriage had to do with cleanliness in our home.
The issue of expectations about cleanliness in the home really came into focus when we had children. And when each of our 4 girls had their own rooms during their childhood years, it became obvious that that difference was something we had to work through, because the EPA actually declared 3 of the 4 rooms as Superfund sites.
So on any given Saturday morning, I would come down the stairs with my spreadsheet, fun family chores, everything all lined up for us to have a good day of working together, keeping the house clean. So I was all ready to go and spread that word, and Peter would come running into the room and say, "Who wants to go on a bike ride?" And quickly my chores were forgotten. I was disappointed, but we would go on the bike ride.
The expectations differential of cleanliness or home, we worked through, and we came up with a way to do it, and we're still married.
We're still married.
My expectation when we were first married was that Fred would come home at 5 o'clock every night. But Fred didn't come home every night at 5 o'clock. I was really disappointed. I knew I needed to do something different and change the schedule, so we did. We adjusted.
My mom was a great cook.
Louder.
And she made a really good meal for us every night. There was almost never any leftovers. And I thought that this should just continue on in our marriage as well. However, that expectation wasn't met at first. Barb couldn't even cook Jell-O. over time, she did a wonderful job of learning how to cook, learning how to make all the things that my mother made, even used some of her recipes,
And more.
and even more. And so it worked out wonderfully.
When he said, what are you gonna say?
Don't ever make anything extra in my coffee. Don't ever put it.
You don't have to say extra, just say, don't put anything in my coffee. And say it like you mean it.
Okay.
I figured out how to do it. Okay. Figured out. Was that okay? I forgot what I had to say.
Yeah, that's why I jumped in.
You were fine.
Can you guys kiss?
What's that?
Can you guys kiss?
We can do that.